verse number 8. When he had taken the scroll, the 4 living creatures and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb. Isn't that interesting? He takes the scroll from God the Father, seated on the throne. And they anticipate something is about to happen. And this display of his greatness, by being able to take the scroll from the hand of God, the Father, the 4 creatures and the 24 elders, which I believe represents the church, falls down before the Lamb, falls down before Jesus Christ. And notice what happens. Each holding, and you may wonder where it comes from, the little angels floating around with harps. There's actually harps in the book of Revelation. I never will forget the first time I really dug in and started studying the book of Revelation, and I always kind of brushed off. I'm like, we're not just going to be sitting around on clouds playing harps. But here we are, falling down before the Lamb of God, and we each are holding a harp. Now, for those of you who have never been able to play music or been a musician or anything, it seems like music is going to be a big part of the worship that happens in heaven. We've all got a harp. Now, I don't think this is a literal, one of those big giant things that's on the floor, that they do this with. I don't know what the harp's going to be. I don't even know if the harp's literal. But here we are. I'm going to take it literal. We're going to have a harp. That's awesome. But that's not the only thing we have. Notice what it says. And golden bowls full of incense. This gets me. Which are the prayers of the saints. Do you know what that means? You nor I have ever prayed a prayer that God did not keep. It's one thing that he heard them. It's one thing that he heard your prayer. But this text leads us to believe that God not only hears our prayers, he collects them. When I went off to college, John and I were high school sweethearts. We dated our senior year of high school. The previous 3 years she hated my guts, but it took me 3 years to convince her that she should like me. I went off to Moody in Chicago, and she filled up, talk about romantic. She took a glass jar shaped in a heart with a cork, and on little slips of paper, she wrote me a little love note for every day I would be away from her. So that every day I would pull out a slip of paper and read it and be reminded that she loved me. And I was supposed to keep all of it. We've been married now for 23 years, been together for 28 years. I would love to tell you that I have that jar somewhere with all those little notes in it, but I probably do, but I don't know where it is. But I find it interesting that when I get to heaven, I'm going to see every prayer that I ever breathed to God. Why? Because they're desperately important. I don't know about you, but that just pumps me up. That's what. So we have these golden bowls full of incense, which are the prayers of the saints, which, by the way, if you didn't know who are the saints, you are. We are the saints of God. And they sang a new song. Here they are singing. Here they are singing again. You're going to find a lot of singing in the book of Revelation. Worthy are you to take the scroll and to open its seals. For you were slain, and by your blood you ransomed people for God from every tribe and language and people and nation. And you have made them a kingdom and priests to our God, and they shall reign. Get this. This may be a new idea for you.